Hello everyone, this is Samyak. This video I'll be discussing about life and teachings of Buddha. So Siddhartha Gautama was born in Lumbini, Nepal more than 2500 years ago. He was born to a Sakya dynasty, and he was immediately next in line to the throne of Kapilvastu in Lumbini. So soon after his birth, the priest predicted that he could be either a great emperor or a great saint. So as soon as King Suddhodana found out that his son would either be a great saint or a great emperor, he became very nervous, and he started to guard his son Siddhartha Gautama. He, without any trace, he would create an environment like a utopian kingdom without any trace of suffering. He would provide him with all the pleasures. He would never let him see any flowers wither. He would never let him see any old people, any sick people. Only good, nothing bad. Just utopia, and all pleasures, no pain. And so after like 20 years, he decided to go for a ride with a charioteer, and he found out and he saw sick, old, and death and suffering soon after, and he became extremely shocked because he was very, very oblivious about that aspect of life of human beings. So soon after, he was already married with a newborn child, Rahul. He left in the middle of the night his beautiful son and his beautiful wife, and he did a penance of more than 6 years and became enlightened soul and became Buddha. So without going much into details about his life, because most of us already know about his life and how he became Buddha, I want to focus on his teachings rather, starting with the Four Noble Truths. So the Four Noble Truths are the truth of suffering, causes of suffering, the cessation of suffering, and the path to the cessation of suffering. So basically, our current situation is that there is a suffering, the death, the sickness, the old age, dying, and there is a cause of suffering. There is a cause of suffering. That's our current situation. We need to know that there is a cause of suffering, and our potential for growth is that there is a cessation of suffering. There is a cessation of suffering, and which Buddha already discovered, and there is a path to the cessation of suffering, and that the Buddha discovered and preached for about 40 years in the Indian subcontinent. So what are the paths to the cessation of suffering? Buddha formulated the Eightfold Paths, also known as Dhamma Wheel, in the local Pali language. There are 8: righteousness, right understanding, right aspiration, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. So it can be divided into 3 distinct parts: wisdom, morality, and concentration, wisdom also known as panna in the local Pali language, morality also known as sila, and concentration also known as samadhi. So under wisdom, you have to have a right understanding and right aspiration. Under morality, you have to have right speech, right action, right livelihood. So that means basically speak truth, no lies, right action, no stealing, right livelihood, simple life, you know. So under concentration or samadhi is right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. So basically, put your mind in the right place, not on the other distraction or sensual pleasures.